Hey guys, it's Full Cards here, live and direct from Brooklyn, New York. And look what I have in front of me. I have a box of 2004-2005 Pacific Hockey. An old school, heavy, hefty box, square box here. Pacific's been around since about 1980, disappeared, I believe, 2004-2005. So this would have been its last year. 2004-2005 was a lockout year. Lockout year meaning there was no hockey, no Stanley Cup awarded. It was the first time that happened since the Spanish influenza in 1919. But an interesting box. I believe there are some game-used jerseys in here and some other stuff. So let's see. So main set red variations we can see would be 1 of 3, so that'd be 12 of those cards. Equally so, there are some blue variations, so 1 every 3 about. That's 1 in 10. So it would be 1 every 3 boxes. Authentic game worn should get a couple of those. Global Connection cards, Kramer's Choice cards. Gold Crown Royal die cuts. Those are actually like the Crown Royal cards that would subsequently, I guess, become its own entity. Milestones, Pacific All-Stars, Philadelphia cards, which are sort of old school 1976 looking cards, I believe. So that's basically it. What do you need to know about the rookie class? There ain't no rookie class because it was lockout year. But there are some prospects. I believe there is one sort of card denoted as a rookie card, which would have been Marcel Gottsch, who, believe it or not, was a West German player who played in the league for maybe 10-15 years. He actually had a decent career, more or less. But that would be it in terms of rookies. They do have prospect cards. Of those prospects, I believe it would be Kunitz. Probably is Plekanec, actually, would have been one of them. And Matt Stajan, I believe, are prospect cards, designated prospect cards. I think Plekanec was drafted in 2001. So look at this box. I'm trying to get this crispy box all squared away. Boom. Look at that. Isn't that like bulky, hefty? Interesting look and feel. And let's see if we can score those memorabilia cards. And let's see. So that would be 252 cards, I believe, if we're talking 36 pack, 7 cards per. And the base set is 300 cards, so we will go a long way towards mastering that master set. So here we have Christoph, and this is what the back looks like. Typical Pacific fare, and this break is going to take forever. There's Nikki Lidstrom, and we have this one is Stephen Weiss, and we do have an Ilya Kovalchuk, whose rookie year was 2001-2002, drafted first overall, and it would be a Pacific All-Stars insert card. So we would be looking for these gold parallels. I'm not sure what they look like. I mean, the blue parallels and the red parallels. These are not red parallels, I don't think. I think these are just all base cards. There's Brian Leetch. With Toronto, also played with your New York Rangers. Let's continue on here. Let's see what else we get. There's Berard, who lost an eye, sadly. There's Ricky Nash. I believe there are some standalone Rick Nash autos in this set. Uber rare, probably numbered, probably delimited and limited. Here is another one of these, and this is Robert Lang, so this would be a Pacific All-Star card. There is Saku Koivu, Kolzig, drafted, 14th overall or something in 1989. Something to that effect. Maybe 19th, 14th, I think is what it was, as I think about it now. Tumarutu, Bill Guerin, Ethan Morrow. So this probably is, this Dave Abisher is probably, I believe, a red parallel based on the look and feel of that. So it would be a base parallel. You can tell because it has red foliage, something to that effect. Sheldon Souray, one of the best slap shots in the history of the game. And here's Vinny Donfus, who won his cup with the Montreal Canadiens. He was their #1 center. Had a great career with Toronto, with San Jose, with Montreal. I'm not sure what the blue parallels look like, though. Joe Thornton, Cristobal Huet, who played with Chicago and Montreal. And here is Andrew Castles, also, both Abisher, I think Abisher played with the Habs a bit, so did Andrew Castles. I think he came up with Hartford and Montreal. And that would be, I believe, red parallel. Haven't seen a blue one thus far. We should get 3 of those blue parallels, I believe. Did get a Gary Roberts getting spritz with the snow. So don't think any of these are blue parallels. We have caught a couple of the red parallels, which we would expect to get every 3rd pack. So that would be 12 total given the 36 packs. A lot of cards here. I can give these cards away if you want them. This box, by the way, cost, I believe it cost under $25. There's Kovalchuk's base card. Of course, the cards are any which way, which is a little bit of an annoyance. There's Scott Walker. This cool one of Andrew Raycroft. Well, this actually, I think, is a blue parallel, isn't it? It is blue down there, and it has the blue emblem. I actually think this is one of the blue parallels, and sure enough, it is. And it's numbered to 250. I don't think the red parallels are numbered, so the blue parallels are numbered, and we did get the Raycroft one. So that would be the first blue parallel. For the blue parallel stack, continuing on, we should get a jersey card. We should not get an auto card because I don't even think the auto card is listed in the checklist on Ninja Update just because they're that rare. Here, Turgeon. Oh, cool, look at this. We got the Mario blue parallel. So we got a numbered Mario card. How nice is that? 176 of 250. Back in the day, the numbering was really high. I think in the 90s, the numbering went up to 2,000 and so on. So to get a 200 numbered card, 250 numbered card Mario. So that's sort of all of the potential parallels to hit the Mario is just really nice. It's not to say it's a particularly, this feels heavier. I'm gonna put this aside, it feels heavier. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. But yeah, I don't think it's a particularly valuable card. It's just a nice card to get. It's always good to get Marineo Inserts. Oh, cool. So this is an insert here too. Scott Stevens, who laid some of the biggest hits in the history of the game. And so this would be a Global Connections card of Joe Sakic and Peter Forsberg. So they do have a subset of these, which is pretty limited subset. But it's basically players, I guess, from different nationalities on the same team in the same franchise. So that's a pretty nice one. And to get the Forsberg and the Joe Sakic, got Bertuzzi, and there's Tomas Plekanec. So as I said, he was perceived as a prospect. So actually, it says here prospect 2004-2005. So we did hit the Plekanec prospect, which is sort of a quasi rookie card, given that there weren't any rookie cards that year, as I said, except for that Gotch card. What's interesting about the Plex, of course, is that he was drafted in the 3rd round and had a great career. Drafted 71st overall in 2001 and had a wonderful career. So we do see that the prospect cards are sort of numbered high. They're high on the checklist, and they have this little emblem on the lower left-hand corner. So we did get another prospect here, and I'll pull them out. I believe the Matt Stajan as well would have been a prospect, although we have not hit him yet. But we hit the Plekanec, which is exactly the one I would have wanted to have hit, which is really nice. So very cool. So that was the one prospect I wanted to hit was Plekanec, and I hit it. So yeah, drafted. So he's played. I mean, in his career, Plekanec has played. I think he hit the 1,000 mark in Montreal just the other day, which is a limited sort of checklist of players who have hit the 1,000 mark, and he's put up some 608 points in those 1,000 games. Plekanec says he sort of was the next center after Koivu retired. Put up big numbers early in his career, but really was a prototypical second line center, overachiever, basically functioning as a first center. And here we have this Joe Sakic parallel as well. So this is one of those red parallels, and we hit the Joe Sakic. So we're hitting the really nice names for the parallels, minus the Raycroft. Sorry, Andrew. But people did not particularly love Raycroft back in the day, for whatever reason. Stevie Y, Dustin Brown, and here we have another one of these. So this is another one of these global connections. I believe we get a couple of these, and we got the Samsonov Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton, both of them on Boston during that era. Continuing on, there's Chara with the Sens. We got Marc-Andre Fleury, not his rookie year. I believe it's his second year card, but nice card to scoop nonetheless. continuing on. It's hard to read. The foliage, it makes it really hard to read. There's Eric Cole, also picked 71st overall. And here we have a Peter Sikora red parallel. Manny Fernandez, Marcus Naslund, and Joseph Ballage. Oh, look at this. So we did get one of these old school cards. These are rare cards, I believe. I'm not sure what they land. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, so these are these old school cards. I wanted to hit one of these. Cool, we hit the Brian Leetch. So this is a retro looking card. It has a specific name. Let me just, I think it's the Philadelphia series cards. And they are not, I think they're hard to scoop, are they not? The Philadelphia cards. Okay, so they're 1 in 10. So there's 16 cards in the checklist, they're 1 in 10. And they're called Philadelphia cards for whatever reason. And if you notice the look and feel of these, this is awesome. And we got Brian Leetch of the Leafs. These are basically mimicking the Opie Cheese and Top look, the Tops look from 1976-77. Really cool. I love that card. I really, really like that card. I was hoping to get a couple of those, and I think, as I said, there's nothing, they're not as rare as I thought they would. They'd probably get 3 of them in this box. But it's nice. I love those retro cards sort of paying homage to the other eras. There's Ziggy Palffy, and here we have another parallel, and this one is Marc Denis, who's been following me around in the last couple of breaks. Marc Denis, now an announcer in Quebec for RDS. He's the guy who does the post-game interviews and has Carey Price sign the lens when Carey Price, of course, is the first star, which in some seasons happens all the time. A little bit less this year, maybe, and certainly less last year. And here we have a Sean McEachran, another one of these red parallels. So we're scooping up our 12 red parallels as we go. Michael Ryder, who had a nice one-timer, really good quick release and shot. A little bit like Keane. Mike Keane, a very underrated player, played on multiple Stanley Cup winners, delivered in the playoffs on smaller ice. And Ryder, too, had a release like that. Here's Marty Brodeur. That's a nice one to Marty. And here we have another one, and we've got the Chris Chelios. So these Philadelphia series cards are really nice. Very cool retro look. And we got the Chelios and we got the Leetch. So we got a Hab and we got a Leaf and a Ranger and a Detroit Red Wing, so to speak. Al MacInnis, arguably the hardest shot in the history of the game. Certainly for his era. Peter Forsberg, Marty Turco, Mike York, and another one of these. Pacific All-Stars, and we got Rick Nash, which is nice. Brett Lysak. That was Macaulay, I believe. Still looking to puncture. Oh, there's something in here, so I'm going to put it aside. There's definitely something in there. For those of you who don't like when I put stuff aside, it's just the way I do these breaks, man. I mean, it's sort of like, do you... Oh, there's something in here too, I think. No way. I'm not really sure what it is. Okay. 2 in a row. That's funny. Let's see what it is. We'll see. But the reason I do... well, firstly, you can fast forward to the end of my breaks if you want to see all the hits. Secondly, you know, I'm the kind of person who, when he buys a hamburger and a Coke, I sip my Coke, man. I don't drink it all before the hamburger arrives. You know what I'm saying? So here is Joffrey Lupul. So it's really a matter of choice whether to sort of crack open those hits cards off the top or not. I prefer to sort of leave things to the last minute, so to speak, just to create a little bit of suspense. Brett Hull, Olli Jokinen. Oh, cool. So we got this Patrice Bergeron parallel. I don't know if I've missed one of the blue ones at this point because I've been sort of cranking through. And here we have Felix the Cat with Boston, which is pretty handsome. You can see that his career started in 91, 92. And he did journey around a bit. Jason Blake. And we have a Marty Brodeur. Marty Brodeur. I'm going to have to go through these base cards because I probably missed a couple of these prospects, as you can see. Here's another one of the prospects. And I'll put that right down here. I'll see if I can quickly sort of scroll through again. Sorry guys, this always takes forever. Looking in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a prospect for the prospect cards. The only prospect I really wanted to hit, as I said, was Tomas Plekanec of our Montreal Canadiens. The legend, Tomas Plekanec, who could potentially have his jersey retired. He's such a staple. I believe Markov should, given his two-way play for so long. Same could be said, actually, of Plekanec. Now, they might not be Hall of Famers, although I think Markov should be, but they should have their jerseys retired. One of them, at least, should. In the Montreal Forum, aka Bell Center, just because, you know, when you play 1,000 games, you're up there. There's only a few people who've played 1,000 games, like Henri Richard, etc. So he's probably in the top 5 players in the game with the Habs in terms of games played. Martin Gerber. So here it is. This is our last one. It's Kari Lehtonen, who's one of the prospects. So we actually we did really well. We hit the Kari Lehtonen prospect, and we have the blue parallel that's numbered. So that's probably the best you can do. He's one of the few big prospects of that particular season, as I said, because it's the lockout season, so you would not expect to get rookies. I'm not sure why Marcel Gottsch was considered a rookie. I think it's because he played some playoff games the prior year, and he might have been the only rookie to have done so, or something to that effect. But he is considered a rookie card, like a pure rookie card. There's Andrew Raycroft, another one of his parallels. Very Raycroft forward, this box. And look at this. It's Brian McCabe. Still have a few packs left. This video should be 25 minutes. I be warned and forewarned. And forlorned. Jeff O'Neill. And here we have this Danny Heatley red parallel. Are not numbered. I would prefer them to be numbered, but they are not. And did I miss any prospects again? Probably not. I've hit all the blue parallels at this juncture, so I'd just be looking for more red parallels every third pack in the stack. And we shall see. Oh, I hit another blue parallel? That's weird. I think we're only guaranteed 3. So that's nice to hit a third one. And we hit this Lucas Kracek, who's a defenseman. So we got a bonus one of someone I don't know too well. And then we have this Kovalev, Alexei Kovalev, who was a real trigger man. Played on the Rangers, played on Pittsburgh, played on the Montreal Canadiens, and put up numbers on all those teams. Thibault, who was drafted, I believe, in the first round, 20th overall. And here we have another one of these reds, and it's Passy, and it's Nurminen, I think, Newmanen. It's difficult for me to say. It's a red parallel. Always interesting doing these breaks on Monday because there's Josie Theodore, that's nice. Because it's after, you know, I watched football games. Yesterday was the New York City Marathon. Had a couple of beers. So it's always sort of a fun sort of Monday break. Oh, nice, we hit those in the crease cards. So this is a insert of Andrew. Man, Andrew Raycroft. Why is Andrew Raycroft following me around, man? Why are you doing that, Andrew? So this is an in the crease Andrew Raycroft. That's a really cool subset. You can probably purchase the entire subset online of the in the crease. Of course, they probably have Abashir. They might have Patrick Waugh. I'm actually curious as to who is in that subset, the crease subset. I will tell you right now, it would be Raycroft, who's number 1 on the checklist. As you can see, there's Andrew Raycroft, there is Kipper, Abisher, Turco, Hasek, Luongo, Theodore, Brodeur, Habibulin, and Belfour on that checklist. And those in the creases would have been 1 of 19. So we're guaranteed 1, potentially 2. Not 100% guaranteed the second one. Hope we hit the second one. There's a Justin Williams, a Conn Smythe Trophy winner, Justin Williams, who is another cat who plays spectacularly on small ice. Dan Ellis. Dan Ellis is actually a prospect. He was a half-decent goalie in his time. So that would be another one of the prospect cards, and one of the better ones to get of the prospects, because you might have heard of him. And I'm just, again, filing through to see if I can find more of those prospects. And that one there, I think, is a Randy Jones Flyers one, which was a prospect. Continuing on, Sheldon Surrey, another guy who had a behemoth shot. Oh, cool, we hit one of these. Oh my God, it's Andrew Raycroft again? What? Now, maybe these are the super rare ones? Let's see those crown cards. Let's see. So they're there, gold crown die cuts, 1 in 37. So there's 1 per box. And of course, I hit the Andrew Raycroft. Why is everything in this box Andrew Raycroft? It is just like, come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, it's just, you know, I'm trying to run a tight ship over here. And that's what they're doing to me. That's a bit annoying. I mean, it's not that I despise Raycroft, it's just that I just don't understand. Mathematically, what are the odds of all my, like, inserts and parallels being Andrew Raycroft? I can tell you it's like 0%. So I'm very fortunate in a sort of upside down, inside out, backwards way. Wow, this is another hit. I think I have a couple of hits. We shall see. So Pavel Datsyuk, Armstrong, Bobby Holik. So, yeah, if I had a Raycroft jersey card, I'm going to go ballistic. There's Paul Kariya. My friend out in Copenhagen loves the Paul Kariya cards. He's been begging for them, which is a cool dude to have a... Oh, cool, we got the Roberto Luongo. Now that is the one I would have wanted in the crease. So we did get 2 of them, thankfully. And we hit a Luongo, which somewhat atones for the... And there's another prospect, and this would be Adam Munro prospect. So these are really cool cards, man. I'm really enjoying this. So much stuff going on. As I said, a little bit sort of murky, and my mind's a little bit sort of lackluster just because of the, you know, marathon drinking last night. Cool, so we hit another one of these Philadelphia cards, as they're called, and we hit the Jeremy Roenick. Really nice. That's really cool. Again, 1976-77 look. Roenick infamously sort of made a joke about Patrick Roy not performing in the playoffs, and Patrick Roy's comeback infamously was, "I can't hear you because I have my 2 Stanley Cup rings in my ears," which is, you can find that on YouTube. It's classic Patrick Roy, and of course you say that to Patrick Roy and he always delivers. 3 Conn Smythe trophies, 4 Stanley Cups. There's Luongo. Sergei Gonchar, parallel. Tom Poti. Shane Doan. This is an early Shane Doan card. Well, not that early. Oh yeah, that's right, he was 96. I was just thinking that because I was considering buying a box from the 90s, and in fact, yeah, Shane Doan's rookie year was in the 90s, 96, 97 or something. Continuing on, Hill. And we got this Calder parallel. So we probably collected a lot of the base set, not the entire base set, but a lot of it. The base set, I believe, runs 300 cards. So we probably collected almost 250 of those. And here we got another one of these. So we have an extra one of these cats, which is really nice, those Philadelphia cards. And we got the Stevie Y. Okay, last pack, and then I go on to what I believe were hits, more or less. We'll see whether it delivered like I think it thought it might have. Briere, there's Luc Robitaille, and here is Brian Rolston. And that would be a red parallel. And yeah, and that would have been Joey Nieuwendyk, who has 3 Stanley Cups on 3 different teams. I don't know how many players have done that in history. Either he's the only one or there's maybe 2 or 3 have done it. So that's basically it. I did have a couple of hits, I believe. So I'm going to sort of take a look, take a peek, see what we got in terms of the, in the hit department. Oh, there is this particular, oh wait, these were 2 packs? I think I just squished together 2 packs. I'm not sure what I did there. Was this a pack? I'm completely lost as to what happened there. I thought... Okay. Thought I lost an insert somewhere. So this pack actually, I put aside, but I don't think there's anything in it. Let's just see. We do have a parallel here of Fedorov. That's a nice one of Fedorov with the Ducks. Number 91. And these would all be base. Cool, so just, so let me do those last 2 packs if I can, which would be nice. Okay, so there were a couple of packs down here. What was this one? Was this one with an insert in it? Okay, these are all the prospects, I believe. Cool, all the prospects. So this was a hit of some sort, some form or fashion. So let's see who we have. These are all base. And that is a hit. So let's see what we have. John Graham. We got this Vinny Le Cavalier. What else do we have here? And then we have this hit, and it would be Brendan Morrison. We have a Canucks hit of Brendan Morrison. So that's pretty nice. That's a nice looking jersey card. It has like a seam in it, which is interesting. Sort of glued to the other cards. Really nice. So we hit a Canuck. Brendan Morrison. And it's numbered to 850, 410 of 850. Well, that's cool. It's nice that it's numbered. Cool. Okay. And the rest were base over there. And then we do have something else here. Okay, so there's two separate packs here. So let's see, let's do this one first. Okay, so I got the hit milestones card. So this is an insert card of Jaromir Jagr, 1,300 points. And then I believe there's a leaf behind there. Jason Arnott, Huselinas. And look at this. We hit the Matt Stajan. Really nice. We hit the Matt Stajan. So Matt Stajan actually was a prospect, so it's a quasi-rookie card because it was a lockout year. Matt Stajan, man, he was drafted in 2002. And he went, I think, 57th overall in 2002, but he is one of the prospect cards in the prospect lot. So it's nice to get a jersey, considering this was a prospect. And again, numbered to 850, 393 of 850. Cool, really nice. Okay. So we hit 2 Canadian teams. Now there's one last card here. So we're guaranteed, look for, it says here, let me just see for the jersey cards. It says right there, 2 and 36. 2 and 36. So we've gotten 2, but I believe there's another hit. I believe we have a bonus hit. Well, let's see. Let's see who it is. It'd be crazy if it were a second Matt Stajan. That would just be, what? Paul Kariya. Base, Peter Forsberg base, Marty Biron base, and then we do have a hit here. I believe it's a hit. I'm not sure what this is. Can you see that? No way. What? What? This is our bonus card. Our bonus card is a jersey of Marty Brodeur. Wow. Again, number to 850. So we got a bonus of Marty Brodeur. How sick is that? How beautiful is that? Man, man, oh man. So we got 3 of those. We're guaranteed 2. We got 3, including a prospect. I mean, wow, that is awesome. That is really, really cool. Okay, well, elated. So that worked out well. I can't believe Marty Brodeur. I mean, it could have been like a nobody. Instead, it was like a somebody. So let's do our recap fairly quickly, if we can. If we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay. So, man, what an excellent reveal that was. I can't believe that. Okay, so with regard to base, guys, yeah, we did get stacks of base. So as I said, we would have been 36 packs, 7 cards per pack, which would be 252, I believe. And so we got a massive stack of the base. So we probably, 300 card base set, we've probably sort of ramped into about 85% of that. We probably, and I don't believe there are duplicates in here as far as I could tell. We might have seen a couple of those. Beyond that, we did get these red parallel cards. We were guaranteed 1 every 3 packs, so that would have been 12 if we have 36 packs total. So we got the Fedorov, the Rolston, the Kyle Calder, we got the Gonchar, the Justin Williams, Conn Smythe Trophy winner. We did get this one, goaltender one. Danny Heatley, we got Raycroft, we got a lot of Raycroft. We got Bergeron, we got Lupul, McEachran, Mark Denis, Sikora, Joe Sakic, Andrew Castles, and Abisher. So that should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we over-delivered on that front, actually, I believe, as far as I can muster. We did get these blue parallels, so I'm going to go through the blue parallels. These blue parallels are numbered cards, and we got 4 of them. We were guaranteed, I think, 3 of them. We got this Lucas Kradchik one. We got this Kari Lehtonen, who was a prospect that year. As I said, no rookies that year, so it's nice to see Kari Lehtonen, who was one of the top prospects. Thus it says prospect here, which sort of function as rookie cards in this year of non-rookie cards because of the lockout. We did get the Mario card. So this Mario, numbered to 250. And the Raycroft card. Raycroft galore in this, all numbered to 250. So that is cool. But it's cool to get the Mario numbered card. That was kind of a pretty nice hit. We did get these Pacific All-Star cards. So we hit the Marty Brodeur, which is nice. We also hit this Rick Nash, Robert Lang, and the Ilya Kovalchuk card. So that would be 4 of those. There were a couple of the In the Crease cards. This is a really pretty subset. And of course we hit the Raycroft because we hit the Raycroft the entire set, just so Raycroft heavy. But we also hit the Roberto Luongo, which is really nice. Okay. We hit a milestone card. So this is, I don't know what these land. I guess they're 1 per box, theoretically, the milestone cards. Yeah, 1 per 37. So we're not 100% guaranteed, but we should get one, and we got one. And we hit Jagr's 1,300th point, which is pretty amazing that it hit that 1,300th mark back in 2003. That's an amazing stat considering he's played in the league up until like last year. What else did we get? We did get these Global Connections cards. There are a few of these cards, and we did hit 2 Canadian connections. One would have been Boston with Samsonov and Joe Thornton, Big Jumbo Joe, and we hit the Forsberg and Joe Sakic one. So these are really nice cards, another nice subset. You can collect those subsets. One of my favorite things in this particular box was these, what they call Philadelphia cards. Even though they're not all Philadelphia. I don't know why they call them that. Maybe it has something to do with the logo. These are retro cards from 76, 77 OPG or Tops. one of the nicest years in the hobby in terms of the look and feel, very 70s, mid-70s look. We hit the Stevie Yzerman, we hit the Jeremy Roenick, we hit the Chris Chelios, and we hit the Brian Leetch. So we hit really big, well-known quantities within the game. Of course, Jeremy Roenick is now does commentary, and Chris Chelios, I believe, is a surfer. Cool dude, played up until the age of, what, 48 or something. And then we have the prospect card. So as I said, we do not have rookie cards because it is the lockout year, but we did hit Scotty Upshaw, which is a good one, Adam Munro, Lysak. We hit the Matt Stajan. Matt Stajan is one of the better ones, believe it or not. We hit the Dan Ellis, another really solid one. And the other big one that we hit was Tomas Plekanec, which was the only one I really wanted to hit. So we hit Tomas Plekanec, who's put in 1,001 games in the NHL, which is really hefty number. And then beyond that, we hit a Crown Royal card. So these Crown cards are called something else. I believe this was the introduction of these cards. It was the last year of 2005 was the last year of Pacific hockey, but they did introduce these Crown cards, which then became standalone cards in the Crown Royal box. But we hit the Raycroft, which is just annoying because all we did was hit Raycrofts in this. Finally, in terms of our jersey cards, this is where all the fun is. We were guaranteed 2 jerseys, and we over-delivered with an extra jersey for a box that cost under $25. So that's excellent. We hit the Brendan Morrison, who you probably remember fairly fondly. We also hit the Matt Stajan, who was a prospect that year. So that's kind of cool. It's a sort of quasi-semi-rookie card, if you will. And then we hit this thing, which is like, what? We hit the Marty Brodeur jersey card. All of these are numbered to 850, so they're numbered jersey cards. Well worth it. We didn't hit an auto. I believe there are super duper uber rare autos. We did not hit one. But that's it, man. Full cards live and direct from Brooklyn, New York.